Hey, hey. Um, well, I guess we're going to go ahead and get started. It's interesting how that works. Hey, my earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. It's weird how sometimes I can be shuffling and asking for the initial energy, and then it just starts recording. So, here we are. Bottom of the deck, Lovers, right? We've had kind of a rough energy yesterday. It wasn't really, it was more of a heavy energy of healing and progress, right? And moving forward. Today we have the loving energy, right? We have the Lovers. They're all in their head. They're all in their head right now. They're on cloud 9. We'll see what the cards say, but that's what my initial energy is, okay? So can I have, for the Divine Masculine is in the connection for the Divine Feminine, for the Earth signs of Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. One card at a time, please. Take what resonates, sleep what doesn't, right? Okay. All right. Thank you. And the gal that I will order cards from, she's closed on Sundays and Mondays, and I always think about it on those days. Like, I'm gonna go up there and get the ones that I want, but I get busy on the other days. But I do have some picked out. I just need to go get them ordered. I'm excited. Okay. All right, can you clarify the Knight of Cups for me, please? Thank you. All right. Okay. The Judgment card. Okay. All right, the Seven of Swords. Okay. Thank you. Page of Swords. Thank you. And the Six of Swords. A lot of swords, dudes. They're in there knowing. Right? Okay, which is the, okay, what are we doing? Cool. Okay. All right. Interesting. Your connection energy is the Lovers. So, anyway, Knight of Cups, right? Coming in with that love offer. I told you they're in their feelings right now, right? Masculines don't like to be in their feelings because they're logical. They don't know how to handle them. Okay. But they're in their feelings. So when they get too much into their feelings, they pull away. It's understandable, right? If you're not used to them, it's like, oh, yeah, icky feelings, right? Especially depends on what sign they are, too, okay? But they're coming in with a love offer. They know that they've been taken too long. They know that pages are students, Page of Pentacles, right? It's also about stable beginning. It's about immature. It's student, right? They know that they've been taken too long, right? They're learning how to give you the love offer, right? That new beginning. Because that's what that is. It's an offer of a new beginning. This is an offer of your Ace of Cups, right? They knew that it wasn't the right time, right? They're learning. They're still learning how to give you the proper offer, right? It's a full offer versus the Page of Offer. So they're learning. They're trying to figure it out. Trying to decide. Not decide. They're just trying to figure out. And the divine's working on them. The divine's working on them. They're working on them. They're telling them, you know, they're teaching them their self-worth, right? And to go after their passion and desire, right? So the Judgment card, right? Judgment card always comes out because they're afraid to stand in judgment, right? And you always have the twins right there, right? Standing in judgment, right? They don't want to be judged by you. They don't want to stand in judgment, right? By others for not going after their wishes and desires. Okay? Your opinion means a lot to them. You don't realize it. You don't realize it. What you say can make or break them. We are each other, right? Right? It matters to me what he thinks, but it's still my opinion. It's still, you know, you want to... It's not like you're looking for their validation. but it just matters because you think so highly of them. They think so highly of you. That's why it matters what you think. Okay? Congratulations, by the way. This is amazing. 7 of Swords, right? 7 of Swords is mirroring. It's also lies and deceptions. We are mirroring right now. You guys are in a true mirror. You're both doing the hard work. 8 of Pentacles. You're putting in the hard work, doing the healing. So, good for you. Good for you. Good for you that you're doing it. Okay? If you're not doing it, then do it. Okay? But you're mirroring each other. You're working hard at something. That's what it's saying. You're working hard. Okay? Healing, moving forward, getting onto your purpose. You're doing it. You're doing it. They're doing it. Okay? If you're not, then I guess this isn't reading for you. Or just know that they're doing it, right? And then if you're not doing it, you're lying to yourself about it. Okay? All right. Page of Swords. Pages are, again, they're immature, they're students, right? Pages are, the Swords is about knowing and communication. Okay. They want to tell you what's going on. They want to tell you about their healing. They want to tell you about their progress. They start to say it. They start to write out the message, but then they don't ever hit send. Or they, don't know how to put it in words, right? They're trying to figure it out, okay? They're trying to manifest how to do it. How do I tell this person they're my everything, right? How do I communicate that you are the air that I breathe? How do I tell him that, I'm doing this work. I'm working on it for us, okay? It may not look like it, but I'm doing it. I'm doing the work, okay? They want to tell you, right? So look for a message. So they might tell you in code, so to speak. I mean, you speak their language. You understand how they talk, right? I understand how my masculine talks. So I get it when he's trying to say something. And when he says something, I listen to it. This is what it talked about, communication, healthy relationships, right? I listen to what he's saying, and I will give it back to him. And I'll say, listen, I hear what you're saying, okay? I understand this is how it is, right? So it's a communicating, right? Communicating, okay? Communicating, right? 6 of Swords is movement. It's slow movement, but it's movement, right? A lot of that time it's done for protection, movement towards you, okay? And they've had a tower moment. Everything has fallen apart. Those tower moments, right? Where just everything crumbles. They realize that they've been taking too long, right? They've been taking too long to get on my journey. Okay? We're in a new karmic situation, right? New cycle. If they learned their lesson, and if you learned your lesson the last time, you're not going to repeat it. But until you learn it, you'll repeat it, right? So they're learning. They're like, okay, all right, so this is what I should have been doing. This is what I need to be doing. Now, will they do it? Will you do it? That's the thing. Like I said, your connecting energy is the Lovers, okay? So you have that loving spirit, that passion, you both are just, like staring out the window on a cloud nine thinking about it, okay? Bottom of the deck, Chariot. Chariot is movement. Chariot is victory. Chariot is charging forward. Chariot is, it's the Sphinx. And the Sphinx is the twin flame, right? It's a twin flame card. It's about victory. It's about moving forward into your relationship. It's about moving forward into union, right? It's about taking charge, right? Taking back your power. When you break your codependency, right, and you focus on yourself, you're taking back your power, okay? And doesn't mean you can't help your twin flame. Doesn't mean you can't be there for him. Doesn't mean you can't do all that. It's just, and not at your own expense. Because in the past, or even if you still do it, because I did it, right? You drop everything for them right then and there because you're afraid, you wouldn't see him again. That's insecurities. That's stuff that you got to work on. You got to do admission. You got to get into your do the inner child work, right? You got to do that. You got to get there. You got to heal. I'm at the point, like earlier, I didn't see his message right away, right? He told me he could, I asked him if he wanted, I had something for him. And like, let me know when you're ready for it, right? And I'm busy. I do stuff, right? And I didn't see the message till later. And I'm like, yeah, you'll be all right. You go work out first. You can get later. You'll be cool. You'll be good. You'll be all right. It'll be all right. You can get later. Because I didn't reply, you know, within like 5-6 minutes because I didn't see it, one, and I was busy. And he's like, never mind, I'm just going to go do this. And I'm like, well, okay, whatever. You can get it later, no big deal. No sweat off my back. That's where you guys have to be in your relationship. That's where you have to be in your connection. You have to be that confident in knowing they're not going anywhere, you're not going anywhere. It's unconditional love. It's a blessing. It's not a curse, but it's the most painful and most blissful connection there is. The pain will go away. The pain will go away, and with tears, right? And I did this. I knew. Okay, so it's like you have to be thankful for every tear that you shed, because those tears lead to joy if you're doing your healing properly, right? That's what they're here to do. They're here to heal you, and you're here to heal them. You guys get through your most major healing, right? Okay, yeah, it takes a lot of sacrifice. It does. But it's worth it. I see it in my connection, guys. I'm telling you. It's like a 180. When you are able to, you're not being... I want to make sure I word it right. I want to make sure I word it right. And how they want me to say it. When you're confident in yourself and love yourself, right? You can be like that. You can be like, okay, well, good. This time doesn't work for me. You know, we'll catch up later, right? And be okay with that, right? Or, you know, this is when it works for me. If you can't do it at this time, okay, another day, whatever. I'm good. I do whatever. And that codependency is broken, right? That insecurity is broken. You know, you no longer have it. And you focus on yourself and what's good for you. What's good for you is good for them. Get that. And they do. They respond like that. Not necessarily are they able to come to you at that time, but the messages come in. And then when I say, hey, let's meet up at this time, or come over at this time, I used to have to wait, used to have that in and out energy. Not no more. Dude, he's waiting on me. Which I don't want to brag about that and sound like it's a cold thing. I don't want to... You hear people say that and it sounds like, you know, you're cold. It's not. When you have that nonchalant attitude and you have that, it pulls them near. It honestly pulls them near. And it's just like, you know, it's really, it's refreshing because you have that confidence. I know how he feels about me and he knows how I feel about him. And he's not going anywhere, I'm not going anywhere, and our connection is moving quite quickly and getting where it needs to be. You know, just closer and closer to union. Full union, right? I mean, that's what I'm talking about. You guys got to get to that point, but there's a lot of healing you've got to do to get there. A lot of healing. There's a lot of healing. There's pulling away from the 3D job. There's the isolation. It's cutting negative people out of your life. Anybody that doesn't support you in your twin flame journey, they don't need to be there. It is a waste of your time and breath to even try to explain it to somebody that's not a twin flame, because they ain't gonna get it, and they're just gonna put doubt in your mind. So that's what I'm saying, guys. That's what I'm saying. And the divine is like, how bad do you want it? You know what I mean? How bad do you want it? And no longer let your past, you know, bring you down. Let go of that. You got to heal from it. And it's not easy. Dude, I know it's not easy. Got some messages from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine for the Earth signs of Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Okay. Ooh, that's way too many. We got some honest things here. It's coming out. A lot of the same things say. Sometimes it feels like it's a broken record. I get that. It is what it is, though. It just is. It's justice. It just is what it is. You know, I give you the tools. You got to be able to use them, right? You have to be the one to use them. 4 of Cups. I'm no longer settling. I want you. So 4 of Cups is boredom, right? 4 of Cups, they have their arms crossed. They don't want the Ace of Cups. They don't want the 3 of Cups. This message, and I channeled all these messages on these cards. I didn't just pop up. I asked for guidance for these messages. Okay. And they're no longer going to settle. They now want you, right? 6 of Pentacles. When they run because they're insecure. So if they're running from you right now, what insecurities are you need to work on, okay? And you can actually be, and there are signs that are natural runners too, so you have to remember that, okay? And King of Pentacles. I'm standing my ground. So whatever situation they're in, if they're having issues, they're now standing their ground. They're like, no, I'm not going to do that no more. I'm not putting up with that crap. I'm going to go where I'm wanted. I'm going to go where I'm loved. And I'm going to go where I'm appreciated. Okay? 9 of Swords. Fear holds me back. So anxiety and fear, that's what stops them from moving the unknown. The fear of the unknown. Okay? Okay? Queen of Pentacles. I see myself with you. They see grounded with you, right? 9 of Cups, you are my dream come true, right? And then we can have the 9 of Cups in the reading. Okay. 6 of Cups, I know you're my twin flame. Now, when I say that, do they know what a twin flame is? Not necessarily. Some may, some may not. Do they understand the connection? I don't know. They may not. Mine knows we're twin flames, right? He knows I'm his feminine, he's the masculine. Does he understand the complete journey? He understands some of it. I don't understand all of it yet either. He understands his side. I explained to him my side, right? I know we've had conversations in the past, you know, and I'm like, do you honestly understand? He's like, I know more than you do. And I'm like, maybe on your side, but not mine, buddy. but it's a learning experience that each of us can go to. Now, does that mean you go run into your masculine and say, hey, we're twin flames, this is how it works? No. Depends on where you are in your journey, if you can discuss it or not. Okay. It is something that you will understand and you will know when the right time is to reveal it to them. Okay. I did that. God, man, it's been almost 3 years, right? When I figured it out, when I first figured it out, I said something and he's like, what the fuck, you're crazy. I didn't say anything more at that point, but it took me until like 2.5 years later to where we could discuss it openly, right? It takes time, but it had to take me healing and him healing. 8 of Cups, I had to heal. Now I'm coming back and I'm leaving my past behind. 8 of Cups, right? Walking away from the past, unfortunately. A lot about getting grounded, right? 10 of Pentacles, you keep me grounded. So that's what their message is today. That's what they're trying to tell you today. I'm getting myself stable and grounded and you're keeping me there, right? And I see myself with you. Okay, that's where they're at today. They do have that lover's energy, right? They do have that loving. You have to remember, earth signs, you guys are a grounded sign, right? Pentacles is earth, right? So they're getting there. They're like, okay, I'm getting myself ready, I'm getting myself grounded. And then when they think about it, they're just like all up in their head, right? All right, till next time. I'm out.